Thank you for that kind introduction. I really appreciate that. My name is Ben. It's always great to be here in one room when all the departments are represented. I see housekeeping, I see engineering, I see front desk. Thought I saw a valet. We let the valet in today? Are they allowed in?
Yeah, valet's allowed.
I know their outhouse broke down. We've been letting them use the bathroom, but I wasn't sure if they wanted to. It's cool. Either way, you're here. Congratulations. There's one department that I'm really excited is represented. It's a department that is very near and dear to my heart, my favorite department. Of course, that is the security department. Can we get a round of applause for our security team, please? Thank you. These boys deserve it. These boys are the best and the brightest. Let's just say the best. The thing I love the most about the security team, though, is watching them interact with the police anytime the police get called to campus. This is a very big deal for them. You know, they get very excited because this is their chance to prove themselves. So the police come in and they rush up and they've got their notebooks and they've got facts and figures and dates and names and composite images from security, and they're going to go through the whole file with the police. The police are great because they just go on with it. You know, it's kind of like when the dad lets the kid climb up in his lap and grab the steering wheel so he thinks he's the one driving the car. It's just like that. Good work, soldier. We'll take it from here. Do we have anyone from the executive offices represented tonight? Executive offices? Great.
Nope, nobody here.
Crowd participation. Okay.
Go for it.
We are on the bus. Okay. Now, when they say that when you move from the lobby to the executive office, this is considered a promotion. Now, I myself am not so sure. Have you guys actually been to the executive offices before? First thing you notice when you get back there is there's not a shred of natural light. There's no windows, no sunlight back there. All you have for light is those little white fluorescent bulbs just bearing down on you. They leave them on 24 hours a day. Reminds you of like in Guantanamo when the prisoners are being interrogated. They throw in these little white rooms with the fluorescent lights that never go off. It's very disorienting. Back in the office, you don't know what time it is. You can't tell how much time has passed. Is it day or is it night? It's a lot like that. And then they walk you over to your cubicle where you'll be spending the majority of your day. And a cubicle is about 7 by 6, which is actually smaller than the cells at Guantanamo. And there's no manual labor, but they do make you hunch over and hit reply to an email for 8 hours. And there's a lock on both the exits. So it's actually just like prison. So executive office and prison, those two are the same. And my favorite part is that when you do really well, you get a promotion, and they move you into your own office, which is another windowless room inside of the first windowless room. So it's kind of like being sent to prison in prison. And there's a minor pay increase. So I think I'll stay in the lobby first. Now, being at the hotel for a while, I've noticed it's a revolving door. This is normal. They say that most hotels, average employee stays about 2 years. This seems to be pretty accurate for our hotel, except of course for Barbara Eidson, who's been here since time immemorial. But damn it, she still looks good, doesn't she? Look at her! Look at her, Babs. Looks like Storm from the X-Men. Nobody's gonna tell me Babs doesn't still got it. There's a big year of changes for the hotel. We had a name change, which is very, very great. We have a new head of sales, Mr. Bob Avrolabino. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. But the thing that I'm most excited about is that Aqua Lounge finally getting that sign put up. Well, it took 4 years. And it's great because, you know, it was the world's longest standing hot sauce request. Please put up the Aqua Lounge sign. Please put up the Aqua Lounge sign. Please put up the Aqua Lounge sign. We're very excited. We can cross that off the list. It was actually one of Gerard's 5-year goals. So no stone unturned here. Now, I've been here for about 5 years, and when you're here that long, you like to think that people know who you are. You know, like a family, so it's a little discouraging when people forget your name or don't know it. Like the executive last month, it's a true story. An executive who's been here for years walked by and stared at my name tag before saying, "Oh, hi, Ben." Like, for the last time, my eyes are up here, okay? Maybe if I looked more like Barbara Eidson, you'd remember my name. Seriously, call me. Do we have any engineers in the crowd tonight? The boys in blue? Great, more crowd participation. Now, the engineers are interesting. These are fascinating individuals. Because the engineer spends years of their life learning trades such as electrical work and plumbing and upholstery and everything else in order to spend the majority of their day helping our guests find the on button on the Bose sound system. for those of you that don't know, the Bose sound system is a complex system. No guest can seem to comprehend it. The Bose sound system sits underneath the TV. You simply have to go up, press the button, turn it on. Your sound works fine. But no guest can figure this out. So they have to call PBX. PBX tries to walk them through this, and they can't seem to do it. They say, to hell with it. I can't do it. Just send somebody up to fix it for me. So the poor engineer has to go up. He's trudging up. This is the 40th time he's done this. He's exhausted. He gets up there. It's always the same thing. Did you turn on the Bose sound system? Did you remember when PBX told you to press that button? Did you do that? No? Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. First, I'm going to take your finger and walk you over and show you to turn it on. I'm going to go over here and blow my brains out. How's that sound? Anything else I can assist you with today? No. But I'm happy to say they have a new system in place. Seems to be working pretty well so far. If you have a request, they call the engineer hotline. If it's a TV sound request, you press 1, an engineer comes on and simply says, just press the damn button, lady! Seems to be working pretty well so far. Now, there is one department that I failed to mention in my last act or this act. Some of you have commented, and that, of course, is the bell team. The bell team, that's right. What can we say about the bellman at this hotel? Well, for starters, a bellman is an individual who's chosen a job that can be replaced by 2 wheels and a retractable handle. Not exactly a lot of long-term viability for these guys. Also, not exactly the biggest asset to the hotel either. They kind of stand around, hanging around the front desk, just waiting for scraps. Is that kind of luggage? Is that kind of luggage? You know, the bellmen are kind of like the little feeder fish stuck to the bottom of a shark as it swims along the ocean. That's what the bellmen are like. They're kind of like the feeder fish just leeching valuable time and resources off this hotel. But it's true. It's true what you've heard. The bellmen do make good money. And in fact, the summertime is the best time for these guys. In fact, the months of July and August alone, one bellman can make enough money for an entire year's worth of child support payments. Wouldn't hold your breath waiting for that check, though. Now, the worst of all these individuals is, of course, the bell captain. Captain. That's a military rank. Somehow in this guy's brain, putting out the bell schedule each week equates to captain. We just stand up on the cart and salute him. Oh, Captain, my captain! In the Dead Poet Society. It's really sad. It's sad. And these bellmen, these are not good guys. They are not a good crew. They are greedy. Let me tell you about these bellmen. These slime balls have developed something called porterage. Now, porterage is where you trick an entire group into paying all of your bell gratuities up front. And this is the scam of scams, because it's not just per room, it's not just per name on the room. No. It's every individual that sleeps in that room. So if a family comes, it's every man, woman, child, even babies count. Now, I heard a bellman doing a check-in for Pimco, who was always on porterage the other week. So, thank you for coming to Fashion Island Hotel. I noticed your wife is pregnant. Congratulations. How far along is she? Oh, really? 3rd trimester. We're just going to round up on that one. That's $12 both ways. These are not good guys. Now, I know what you're thinking, though. You're saying, Ben, how can you say these things? Aren't you yourself a bellman? To which I say, I know. I hate myself. But I got child support this week. Thank you. You guys have been a great audience. Thank you.